what's going on everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So today I got a little bit of a treat for y'all. I'm going to show y'all a little bit of a showcase of the Elder Pain, the Ruine Elder Pain to be exact, that comes from the Leciel exploration. Now this camo is quite costly and it works on quite a bit of weapons too. It's very cool looking. You can see it here in my hand. We're going to go ahead and get into a little bit of information about this here for y'all. Now something else of note that I do want to mention too is this Elder Pain camo is actually a color variant too, and the color variant camo will actually change the color of your photon arts and your attacks and stuff too. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and show you all the Ruine Elder Pain. Now the Ruine Elder Pain, as you can see, works on the sword, the Partisan, the double saber, and the wand. And you can also see up there in the top right that this is actually a color variant camo. It actually has like a black and a dark red color scheme to it. And it's quite cool. So if you look on my back here, you'll notice that just like the previous Elder Pains, it actually rests on your back. Now, for those of you that don't know, the Elder Pain is actually themed from Darkfall's Hunar, which is an enemy that we had, which led to Darkfall's Elder. It was one of the very first bosses that we had in base PSO2, and there's like a lot of really cool lore that's behind the character. And whenever you fought him, he actually had this sword weapon on his back, and like in the middle of fighting him, he would like power up and he would like rip it off of his back, like out of his spine or whatever, and he would actually start swinging it around. And then later on, they also made an Omega version of it for episode 5 with Omega Falls Hunar. And it's quite cool. So anyways, first I'm going to go ahead and show y'all what the sword type looks like with it, and I'm going to let y'all hear the sound effects for it too. So as I mentioned, this is a color variant camo, so it's going to change the color of your attacks too. So here's going to be your normal attacks. You can see it has like a little bit of a darkish red with the black color scheme to it. Looks really good. So here's going to be a dive attack. And here's going to be a sidestep. I quite like those camo a lot. It's really neat. And you can even see when I'm just holding it, like it has like little particle bits like coming up off of it too, kind of like little cubes and stuff. Pretty cool. And here's going to be a full dashing attack here. You can really see that color scheme coming off of the full dash attack. The sound effect for it's pretty nice too. So here's going to be a couple of photon arts with it. You can see it changes the color of the photon arts. This one's going to be a really nice looking one with the spinning PA. So yeah, there's the sword type. And also as a little bit of a bonus, here's what the Elder Pain camo looks like when you're using it with the sword pose. You can see it doesn't actually have like the special effects coming off of it, sadly, whenever it's used in the sword pose. But it does look really cool. I like this camo quite a bit. Okay, so next we'll go ahead and show you all the Partisan with the Elder Pain. Now you can see that it's still rested on the back just like normal, with the even though we're using a Partisan now. So here's going to be what some normal attacks look like with the Elder Pain as the under a Partisan. And then here's going to be a dive attack. And then here is a full running dash. And as well, we'll go ahead and show you all some photon arts too, so you can get a good idea of the color scheme for it. I quite like this color combo. It's actually using like the same colors that my team flag does for Night Arcs. Our team flag colors has always been red and black. So this is actually a really cool camo for like anyone in my alliance, honestly. Now here you can see the Elder Pain with the Partisan pose. Now this is using a Partisan pose. And yeah, again, it doesn't have the special effects coming off of it, sadly, but again, very sick looking camo. Okay, so up next we're going to show you what this looks like with the double saber. Now you can see the double saber, again, it's going to just be resting on your back like the previous weapon types. So we'll go ahead and show you what the regular attacks looks like with it. You can hear the sound effects. And here's going to be a dive attack. And here's a full running dash attack. Now as well, I'll go ahead and show you what some of the photon arts will look like with it. And you can really see those colors coming out when you do this PA in particular. It looks really nice. Yeah, so I quite like this. And for a little bit of a bonus, here is using the Elder Pain with the double saber pose. Now again, you can see that it doesn't actually have any sort of special effects coming off of it, sadly, but just to give you an idea. So up next, I'm going to go ahead and show you all what this looks like with the wand, the Elder Pain with the wand. And again, you can see it's just rested on my back as previously with all the other weapon types. Now here's going to be some normal attacks. You really can't see the color scheme off of it too much, except for the wand, like, 4th hit. You can see it come out of the color come out of it a little bit there. But for the most part, you really can't tell a lot from it. The sound effects from it's pretty neat, and the idle motion with it is pretty cool too. I like that quite a bit. There's a little bit of the color scheme coming out of it there. And here's a full dash attack. Can't really see too much of the color scheme from it there either. And then here would be a couple of photon arts. You really can't see too much out of this either. I'll go ahead and full charge this one for you too. I can't even tell anything of the camo coloring from this one. Now this other PA, when you use it with the camo, you can actually see a lot of the color come out of that one. That one looks pretty good. Then as an extra little bonus, here is the wand pose using the Elder Pain. And again, it doesn't have the little special effects coming off of it, sadly. It does look really cool though. I quite like this camo. These camos are pretty costly. They come from Leciel again, so like, you know, I just kind of wanted to show them off that way so y'all can see in case it's something you want to purchase. If you get a hold of one, maybe it's something you want to keep. Definitely something cool to grind for. It's quite a nostalgic weapon from base PSO2, and I really quite like the story of that. So, what do you all think of the Ruine Elder Pain camo? Are you all liking this Leciel exploration quest? I'm really enjoying the new content a lot, but I want to know, how are you all feeling about it? Let me know down in the comments below. Speaking of which, likes, comments, and subscribing is a free way that you can help my channel grow, reaching a larger audience. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and have a wonderful day, everybody. See you in the next one.